angel woman in LifeVantage. Born in Mexico City. She's married with 2 children. She has a giant heart. She loves her kids. She loves her husband. I love her husband. What a sweet face. She studied English in Canada and went to school in Oregon, got a degree in business, and listen to this, she started her own company at 26 from zero, built it to 100 employees with 20 different locations in the telecommunications industry. Here's the big thing. You want to find people that have made it, lost it, made it, lost it. You want people that like to have it. She lost everything in 2010 when the economy crashed. LifeVantage found her in 2011. She said it's been the best day of her professional life. And she said, I was born to do network marketing. Probably likes to talk. She loves people. She loves to help. She's passionate about her team and helping others find their power. So anyway, I am so excited, Laura, to see you there, girl, before I ask you a question.
Hey, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we got you, sister. So, Lourdes, tell us, you said that you didn't find LifeVantage or LifeVantage found you. How did LifeVantage find you? And when did you get in and when did it get into you? Totally curious.
Thank you so much for the invite. And I have to tell you, I'm a big fan of Amber. I remember, I have to say this, I remember going to an elite and I think I was a pro 2, and I heard her speak on stage and I'm like, how can I get close to her? And we were at I think it was at a lunch, and I had to tell her that I admire her. And this is very difficult because I came from, an industry where we're not very used to, always complimenting everybody, right? And giving love to other people. And I remember saying, Amber, you inspired me. It's so nice. So I'm a big fan, and I'm so glad that you had her on the call. I took a lot of notes, and you're rocking on Facebook, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you, Carrie. Oh my God, this is a dream come true. Just getting to know you, I gotta tell you, for those people on the call that are big believers of the universe and that you can see one, it's possible. It's the same thing with you. I watched you from Rome at Elite Academy. I said, I admire that girl, and I want that fire, and I want fire for the way she does. And I prayed for somehow the universe kind of got us closer to each other. And recently, I got a call from you when you were going to Mexico, and I was like, yes, the universe and the law of attraction work. And it does. It does. You have to believe, and this is for all the people in the call that believe there's something better out there. And for you guys that are looking for the right people, you asked me, how did LifeVantage got to you? Same thing, law of attraction. I lost everything. I was praying for something, and God knew. God really knew what I needed. God knew my passion, and I told him, I said, I have no idea where to go. I've lost everything. I'm depressed. I'm like bottom, touching bottom. But you do know what I need. Send it to me. And he did. He sent it to me via a complete stranger and showed me the video. And the minute I saw the video, I knew I had butterflies in my stomach, and I knew I was going to do this for the rest of my life.
Lourdes, now, when you say a complete stranger, be more specific. I'm totally curious. Were you at the coffee shop, the grocery store? Where were you?
Oh, well, I was trying to find myself. So I said, I have to do some personal growth. And I got to meet people around my neighborhood. So I signed up for a meeting through Meetup. And this was about, finding yourself. I mean, some of the spiritual stuff. And figuring I was just going to go and just learn and go back home. Never knew that next to me there was going to be a lady that at the end of the meeting, and just because I didn't want to feel awkward, I turned to her and I said, oh, well, what's your name and what did you do? And that was the magical question. What did you do for a living? And she said, well, represent these products that are scientifically proven that can help you with your aging process. And to me, that was like you said, we have to raise curiosity. And I was curious. And I said, well, what do you mean? I'm like, well, whatever you got in your bag, I need it. I'm stressed and I'm aging 10 times faster. So get me whatever you got. And she didn't have any product on her. But she gave me a card, a business card, and said, well, I want you to watch this video. I want you to go home and I'm going to call you back. And I said, well, this is the weirdest thing ever. But I went home and I watched that video and the rest is history. She then called me and took me through the, the steps. I think she had to do like 5 or 6 follow-ups or something. And that was not because I didn't want to do this business from the very beginning. It was because I had resistance. And there's a lot of people out there that, like Amber was saying, they're watching you, but somehow, people like me, I knew that if I got into business, I was going to do it for the rest of my life. And just like I do with everything in my life. So it was such a journey, it was such an amazing opportunity, and it changed my life forever.
So Lourdes, tell us what was it? I mean, what was your first part like? I know that it sounds to me like Amber just burned rubber and ran like crazy and talked to piles and piles of people. Is that what you did? Is that how it went for you? Because you said that you had resistance when you began.
Yeah. And so if anybody on the call is brand new, this is what not to do. You're not supposed to run by yourself. And so that's what I did. I had a radio show, and I thought, oh my God, Pro 10 in a month, radio show, right? Well, no, I did not pay attention to the system, to the proven system. I thought I got it. I'm a business owner, and that's what business owners do. We try to figure out how to make it work, and that's what don't do that. This business is simpler than that. Allow the person that invited you to train you. And if you invited somebody, if you just signed somebody up, don't let that person just figure it out on her or his own. You're responsible to teach them and give them the tools, at least for the first 90 days, right? And so I really listened to Laura. Bless her heart. She would call me, and I'm like, oh, I got this. And no, I didn't get it.
Well, and let's face it, she didn't really do it. I mean, I don't even know who it was. She didn't do a great job. And she said, first of all, doesn't have any product, because you got to have product at least in your car, right, or in your purse. Didn't have any product, and she sent you, she gave you a business card. To me, that's like giving the cat out of the bag, unless it was a business card that didn't talk about what we have. And then she had you go watch the video. Like, I really like to have meet with people or at least be on the phone while they're watching it. So, I guess my whole point is that you don't even have to do a great job when you're in front of the right person. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. But as Sharice Matthews says, you've got to have some energy behind it, or at least create curiosity, and she did that. When did LifeVantage get into you? Was it the same day?
It was the same day. I mean, as soon as I watched that video, I was in, right? And, but, my journey, it's been ups and downs. I'm a workaholic. I'm pretty intense when it comes to my business. This is my passion. And every day I fall in love with this industry more and more. So it got to me right away. And like I said, I made all the mistakes in the book. I made all the mistakes in the book. And that's why my advice today for people is you don't know everything. You will never know everything. And if you want to know, there's a lot of people in my business that are Pro 3s, Pro 4s, and they think they know everything. And they're not looking for, for guidance and a leader that can teach them how to get to the next level.
Lourdes. Yeah. Real quick, I'm going to keep moving you because I had this one thing I wanted to ask you. Sorry. I never ever mean to be rude, but I'm so excited the other day because you just said it, threes and fours. We were doing I did a little blurb on your Latina ladies group, and we talked about what you have to do to move forward. What do you have to do? You got to get in front, right, of the room, yes?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
So let the cat out of the bag. Yeah, just share that. I'm so excited to hear about that.
It's
Because there are people that are stuck at that are stuck at 5,000 points, or stuck at 7,500 points, or stuck at, 16,000 points, and they want to get to the Pro 5 Summit. So what do they need to do, or what do they need to help other people do?
Yes, and first, example of it is, this morning I was talking to Marisol and Vicky. Vicky's a brand new distributor. She's amazing. And from the get-go, I said, guys, if you want to get to the next level, Marisol is reaching Pro 6, and you have to be in front of the room. There's no other way. And I showed them a picture. I actually shared my screen on Zoom, and I showed them a picture of what it looks like. To me, show them the pictures are, speak, louder than words. So show people pictures so that they can see themselves in front of the room, because that's, I tell my team, that's the oxygen and the blood of your business.
I can't tell you enough how much I believe in that, Lourdes, because when I was in person network marketing, Sharice Matthews and I used to sit in front of the room, and I remember we were sitting at the feet of Lilia Chapman, and I just want to be like her. I just want to be like her. I want to be so confident. I want to stand up there. Now I'm old. I want to stand up there in pantyhose and heels, and I want everyone to be looking at me. I know there are people that didn't want that. Like, I don't want anyone looking at me, but I wanted people looking at me. I wanted to be influential. I wanted to change lives. I wanted to be the instructor. I wanted to help people. And I just remember sitting there going, this lady clearly has to have some people in this room. It is social proof. And when they walk in and you're in front of the room, even if you don't do a perfect job, they don't know what you're supposed to say. Am I right, Lourdes? Is that what you're telling your people?
I'd much rather listen to somebody's story, story about, their life, than you hear about, glutathione, to be honest with you. It's about how this business has impacted your health and your story. My dad was diagnosed with leukemia, and somebody in the room might be, going through that. So they're going to be connected to me because of that story. I want to be real. I want to be transparent. I don't want to be perfect. And I know that's what you try to do when you first start, but just be yourself.
You know what? You're right, Lourdes. Messy and raw and real and human sells. It really does. I mean, when Amber got up there and was real, it sold. When her sponsor, Tiana Tim, got up there and said, I didn't like people, they terrified me, and I wanted nothing to do with them, that keeps people passionate. When Fred Graves got up there and they didn't have his PowerPoint, he fell apart in front of the room and said, I don't even know what to do right now. We fell in love with him. I remember my sister Jenny was there with my brother Nick Crane, and my brother Nick was like, oh my gosh, I love that guy. And had Fred been all polished and perfect, Nick might have said, I could never do that, right? So, I can't say enough. Lourdes says, get people in front of the room, and doesn't that mean get in front of, do a live video, do a Zoom, tell your story, share, where you were and what it's like now? Isn't that all getting in front of the room?
Yes, and it's a 5-second rule. You can't, just sit there waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect hair or the perfect call. You can't do that. The sense of urgency is one of my biggest, tips of the day today. You've got to have a sense of urgency, because your business is not going to wait for you. You have to build momentum, a personal momentum and a business momentum, and you won't create that if you are not getting in front of people, period.
You know what else too? When I can't tell you, sometimes when someone's got this is a really big business to you guys, when some people have 1 foot in and 1 foot out of the business, like they're just struggling to go all in. They're just struggling to contact people that are close to them. They're struggling. This is the time you ask them to get on a call and share their story about the product. This is the time that you ask them to get on the call and share how they found LifeVantage or how LifeVantage found them. It's different if you tell someone's story and if you are if you're telling their story or they are telling their story. Let me give a little example. My son Ian does not implement all of the health stuff that I have taught him over the years. 21 years old, eats poorly, he doesn't take Protandim, Nerf 1 and 2, like I have to, whenever I'm with him, like in the Bahamas, he took it every single day, so much better, but when he's at home, he does it. But if I say to him, hey baby, tell tell Kira, one of his girlfriends, tell Kira about, what I do, like the health stuff that I've taught you guys, because clearly she's struggling with her health. You should see Ian step up and start talking about milk thistle and turmeric and 5 plant ingredients and Ayurveda and taking the product every day and what comes off the trees and out of the ground and how my mom juices and we have a carbon water system in the house. I mean, like, it is crazy. You would think that this kid, and suddenly he becomes impassioned with health, and he even steps into doing it. So, you guys, it's so important that you involve. I can't remember that thing. Tell me, and I see it. Show me, and whatever. But involve me. You guys have to involve your people. Hey, Lourdes. So the other day we did a 3-way call. Not to out you. This is a learning experience for everybody. But we did a 3-way call. And after the call, I called you up and I said, hey, I got a business tip for you. And you were wide open to it. So grateful for it. Do you remember what it was that I shared? Because I really want people to know this too.
Yeah, it was huge. And, we tend to do a 3-way call. We tend to really edify the heck out of the person that is going to do the validation, just thinking that we want to press the prospect. Well, it's all the way around it. So, you have to elevate and edify the heck out of the prospect, so that the prospect feels more confident, more comfortable. And when you edify the person that is going to do the 3-way, yes, say a couple of good things about him or her, but make that person be like a real person. Somebody gets successful, but just say a couple of things that you admire about that. Just, so funny because you said, that other person on the end of the phone is like rolling their eyes out, saying like, oh, what is this person, fantastic or magical leader, is going to try to tell me or convince me to do? So we don't want that. So that's a really good tip. So thanks so much for teaching me that.
I was going to say that what I asked Lourdes to do is, I said, look, you just did a great job saying a bunch of beautiful things about me. And I appreciate that so much. I mean, we all love hearing nice things, right? And the whole time she was saying these amazing things, first, not, the prospect was sitting there and had been nothing said about the prospect. You guys, write this down and star it, circle it, and highlight it. The prospect is always introduced first. Always, always, always. And you need to say things that are authentic, things that are specific to them, and why you're choosing to talk to them and bring them to your third-party validator. And then when you introduce the third-party validator, hopefully you're using stuff that the prospect can identify with. It's not the same every time. So if someone's a mom with 2 kids, I'm going to say, oh my gosh, I want you to meet my friend Lourdes. She's also a mom with 2 kids. And you know what? She's kind of a workaholic. She's really admitted that to me. And so this business has been a challenge for her. But, anyway, you get the picture. So what Lourdes did was came and said, carry this and carry that. She's so amazing. She makes all this money. And, oh, my gosh, she's got a diet. And I could just see this guy looking at this, rolling his eyes going, give me a rest. What on, okay, show me, Gary Vicky, show me. And I just remember thinking, it's such an uphill battle. But if you do a really good job of introducing your prospect and building them up in a way that is authentic and genuine with real assets that they possess, and then you are light on the validator, but you give just enough where they're curious. Again, it's raising curiosity. You're going to have a much better 3-way call. Why would you want to set yourself up for a losing 3-way call? Not that it was a losing 3-way call, Lourdes, but we learned a lot that day. So yeah. Anyway, tell us, Lourdes, what it's like. I know it hasn't always been easy. That's for sure. You're a Pro 8. What would you say to people that are struggling? What do they need to do right now, today, when we get off this call, because it's over? Wow, it's almost over. I can't believe it. What do they need to do right now? Give a couple things they need to do right now to move their business forward and change the energy inside by their body?
Well, I'll tell you what I did. I was stuck at, I did build a business on my own, and you could do it too if you listen to your and you follow the proven plan. But you're gonna get to a point where you don't know what to do. So I looked for the mentorship of the people that have what I want to have or what I want to get, and I try to get closer and I try to listen. So I looked for you, and I also looked for Mark, and you both have given me so many different just tips on how to move my business forward. So if you're a Pro 3, you want to get to Pro 5, and you have a mentor that has been there, done that, have a sit-down coaching moment with them and understand what you're doing that could improve, and then get to act, just move into action. I think moving into action is continue learning, never stop, looking for the answers to move your business forward. I think that would help a lot.
You know what I was going to say? I want you guys to know that I've never, ever, 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 I have never had a leader or mentor that I could touch. Now, that's not to say that Stu isn't an amazing mentor and leader. It's just that he was so high up when I met him in my last company. He was a Hawaiian Blue Diamond, and I was brand new, and he had 12 frontline leaders in New Skin many years ago. So it's not like, it's not like I could learn from Stu. You guys, there's always a mentor out there that you cannot touch. I've had loads and loads and loads of them. I followed Marianne Williamson. I have followed Byron Katie, Byron Katie, Kacie. Love her work. Oh my gosh, I love her work. I love Carolyn Mace, Myss. Looks like this, but it's Mace. Carolyn looks like Caroline.
Yeah.
I have so many beautiful, beautiful men and women that I have followed. So just go out there and get. What's the next piece? Like, what do I need to do next? What do I need to do next to get to the next level? And two things that I have implemented in the last 10 days as I was in Mexico, as things didn't exactly go as I had planned. I practiced no resistance and no attachment. You guys stop resisting. If it's meant to be that you get up in front of the room, stop resisting. If you're supposed to be doing a Facebook Live, stop resisting. If you're supposed to pick up that phone and call 10 people, stop resisting. Just take action. It doesn't matter if it's the perfect right action. If you have the right intention, things will work out. Stop resisting. If you don't like the situation, feel it. Just move into it and stop resisting it, right? If you don't want, you need to go to yoga, or you need to get a massage, you need to do something for your health, you need to quit smoking, quit eating, whatever. Stop resisting and take control. And stop being attached. I said to Stu one time, oh my gosh, that is so cool, dude. Are you excited? And he goes, like, Carrie, I don't get excited anymore. He's been in the industry for decades. And I said, it's so weird. I get excited about everything. I mean, everything I still do today. I get excited about everything, but I get attached to nothing in business. I wish I could be more like that in my life, and I'm working on it. I get excited about everything, attached to nothing. Lord, thank you so much for your participation today, for everything you do for LifeVantage, for me, for being my friend. And you guys, this call is recorded, and Stewie will be back next week. I love each and every one of you. I believe in you. There were so many nuggets dropped today, so many nuggets. I hope you took notes, and it is 9:57 straight up. So, sort of any last things you want to say to anything before I know I kind of cut you off and ran, but we're just so excited to hear from the elite distributors in LifeVantage, and I think there's been a lot shared this morning. Any final words?
Thank you for inviting me, and for all of us, we must find the passion, the love, the conviction, and the purpose, our individual purpose, and be fearless, and just trust that there is a way, and this is an amazing company. It's in the best time, and I just love you all, and good luck to all of you this week on your business.
Love you, gorgeous. Thanks so much. Okay, you guys, go out and, do that next right thing. Do the next right thing. stop resisting, don't have attachments, edify your prospects first, always make them the most important person. Get out there and start using social media. Come on, why not? Just another line in the water. That's excellent. And, create the life you want to live. Control your thoughts. Control them. So tell yourself to stop. Stop with that line of reasoning right now. It's ridiculous. It isn't reading. The clouds, I'm looking outside and it's cloudy, and I could say, what a yucky, lousy day. Stop it. Are you kidding me? This rain is what creates the green. This rain is what gives us water, and we certainly need it here in Southern California. So find the good in everything. Do that today, and you'll have a much better day. So thanks, Lourdes. Thank you, Amber. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, and we'll be back here next Monday. And Elite Academy coming up July. Get online and register. It's going to be an amazing event. Love you all and have a great day. Bye. Your conference recording